ballin', ballin'. Yeah, the movie was pretty fantastic. Okay, so overall, the movie was pretty good. I gotta say, the movie was pretty long. It was a lot longer than I expected. I mean, for a Fantastic Four movie, I kind of hoped that it was a bit longer, and it is. It's just the pacing of it was very slow. But I understand that they had to put a lot of information about the Fantastic Four so that everybody's caught up to speed. uh, I like how this is not really an origin story because we already gone through it. The OG Fantastic Four, and then the other one. We're not going to talk about that. But yeah, it's like, oh, in the beginning, it's like, yeah, these are the superheroes, these are their powers, and they got it from outer space. And yeah, they came back, and they're your guys' superheroes. I think the casting of the characters are, yeah, they're pretty nice. At first, I was like, Pedro Pascal as Reed Richards? Okay, I guess so. But after seeing him play, I'm like, okay, yeah, he's not that bad. Yeah, he could play Reed Richards. And I like Johnny Storm, because Chris Evans' Johnny Storm was pretty funny when he played Storm. But oh man, I forgot the actor's name. But he did a pretty good job as being Johnny Storm. He's not as flamboyant as the OG, but he's still very charismatic and very entertaining to watch. Yeah, but the movie, like I said, it was very slow pace, but it had to get all that information down and a lot of dialogue to understand what was going on. It was still pretty cool. There was a lot of interesting parts, but it wasn't like, oh, action this, action that, boom, boom, boom. It was still really entertaining, and all the action scenes that did pop up, it was really entertaining. Yeah. Especially man, Galactus. I'm sorry, I'm going back and forth again. All my reviews, it just goes back and forth. Galactus dude is tall. He's a beast. I like the camera shots of where it shows how vast in scale he is to the city and also just the human scale. Oh man, I kind of expected him to be a lot larger, a lot more large, because in the comments I saw, like, his head was the scale of a planet, but in this iteration, I guess he hasn't eaten enough planets yet, so he's around sorry, I don't know why I'm getting hiccups. Skyscraper size. I was like, okay, that's pretty cool. Yeah, that fight scene where they're fighting Galactus and they're like, oh yeah, bam, bam. It was pretty cool. Or that chase scene with, it's not Silver Surfer. I forgot what her character is. But yeah, Lady Silver Surfer. I'm just going to call her that. Yeah, she's fast. Dang, she's fast. Especially when she's destroying all those buildings when they were trying to teleport all the Earth to a different area. Oh man, she was fast. You can see, like, oh, she destroyed this one. Boom, she destroyed this building. Boom. I was like, dang, she's fast. She's fast. And I like how she's surfing on all these objects too. She's surfing on lava. She's surfing on the black hole. It's sick. Like, her movement is pretty sick. I fairly enjoyed that. What else? The costume designs. I'm still kind of getting used to them. I'm not really a big fan. I know it's supposed to be like, these are back in the day outfit, but it's not terrible. But I'm getting used to the outfit. Yeah, I don't know, something about the turtleneck. I think I'm not messing with the turtleneck. Turtleneck look. But yeah, CGI baby. They only use CGI baby for a little bit, I think. But Franklin Richards, I'm not very familiar with Franklin Richards. Franklin Richard Franklin Richards. So apparently, from what I've heard, is this kid is powerful. This dude is multidimensional. This dude, oh man, he's extremely powerful. Oh man, what else? What else do I got? Ooh, I know. I have something. Yeah. Oh man, my favorite scene in the movie was when they were planning. It's like, oh, Galactus is here to eat the Earth, destroy the Earth, and I am not sacrificing my child for the greater good. So Reed was like, hey, what if we build this little teleporter thing? I got a little smaller scale, but this one teleports the egg. But what if we did this in a larger scale and we teleport the Earth somewhere viable and livable, and it will hinder the finding or the search, like Galactus searching for Earth. And when they're about to teleport, I really thought they were going to teleport. I don't know why, but you see it forming and the build up, it would just, oh man, and it shows that shot of Earth in space, and you see the barrier forming, and the fact that the whole scale was like, oh man, how do I describe it? That everybody on Earth was participating, was like, oh, we're joining together, we're getting out of here, we're saving Earth, and we're colliding as a society, we're joining forces. And not to get political, but it was sick. Yeah, that shot was pretty sick. And then you see an error happen on screen, one of the towers down, and I thought, oh, I think one of the countries was backing out last minute. It's like, why are you whistling out now? This is Earth. Don't you want to live a little bit longer? And then I see it's Silver Surfer, Lady Silver Surfer. I forgot. Let me see her actual name. Lady Silver Surfer. What's her actual name? Shalabal. There you go. Yeah, so Shalabal, she's destroying all this, and then Johnny pulls up. He pulls up and tells her what's up. He goes, hey. Talks to her in her native language. I think it's sick because in the OG, I keep bringing back the OG, but Reed Richards is the smartest man alive, so he's the smart dude. But I like the fact that in this movie, yes, Reed Richards is the smartest dude out of their whole team, but the rest of the team are just almost as intelligent as well. They're smart in their own way. They still show that, hey, Johnny's a bit of an idiot. He's a bit of a playboy, very charismatic, but he's an astronaut by the end of the day. He is fairly intelligent. So the fact that he's like, oh, don't let Reed Richards do his thing. Let me translate this language out of these few phrases that I got from the recordings. And yeah, and he solved it. I like the fact that he's still smart. The whole team is very smart. It's just, yeah, my boy Reed, his brain is extra wrinkles in there. So, and the fact that he pulls up like, let me just talk to you in my native language. And isn't this the language of your people? Oh. And then Shalabal was like, how did you do that? How do you know that? Well, I did some history. It sounds like this planet right here that you spared. Well, listen here, Shalabal. This is my world. This is my home, and I'm not gonna let you destroy it. Anyway, and then Shalabal was like, "What would you have in 500 years?" Yeah, but pretty cool. Overall, the movie is pretty sick. I love the art style. And oh man, I really thought Sue Storm at the end. If you haven't noticed, it's spoiler territory from the get go. I really thought that Sue Storm was going to pass away. I thought she overexerted herself. I thought, oh, she's gonna fold. I thought Johnny was gonna fold. I thought at first I thought he was gonna go supernova for some reason. When they panned him into the camera, I thought, oh, my boy's going supernova. And then I don't know why I thought he was gonna fold. And so if he didn't fold, I thought, yeah, Susan's gonna fold. And then in the next movie, Spider-Man's gonna swing over. It's like, oh, instead of taking Johnny's place, I'm gonna take Sue's place. And then, yeah, I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. Don't question me. I don't know. But yeah, and it shows that Franklin, CGI baby, also real baby, got some pretty cosmic powers, pretty sick powers. Some of the CGI was a little weird, like the cosmic eyes when Sue got revived. She goes, "Doo, doo." It was a bit off, but nah, I let it slide. And can we talk about the end credits scene, the actual one, the first one? So I was the only one that gasped. That was embarrassing. Everybody was silent. I think I did a mild overreaction when I saw the end credit scene, but I was still geeking. So Sue Storm taking care of her CGI baby and real baby. She came back and sees a silhouette of Doom, Doctor Doom, and is it Robert Downey Jr.'s Doctor Doom? I don't know. I still don't know how that's going to work. The thing is, here's the thing. The thing is that okay, he played Iron Man, and we know, well, from what I've heard, this Fantastic Four is from a different plane of reality or different Earth, right? And so I guess he could be Doctor Doom. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see. I think I'm judging too harshly. We'll see what happens. But overall, yeah. Go watch the movie. It's pretty long. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.